Hi, excuse me. Is this seat free? The beach is a little busy today, and I cannot find a quiet place.
Yes, of course. You can sit here. This part of the beach is usually calm, and the view is very nice.
Thank you. I like this place already. The sound of the waves makes me feel peaceful and light.
I feel the same way. That is why I come here early in the morning. It helps me think clearly before the day starts.
That sounds really nice. I do not come here often, but today I wanted to be alone for a little while. My mind has been too full these days.
I understand that feeling very well. Life can become loud, even when people are not speaking. Sometimes a quiet place can help more than many words.
Yes, exactly. People around me talk too much about other people. I get tired when I hear so much noise, gossip, and useless talk.
That happens a lot. Many people spend time watching others instead of improving themselves. In the end, that kind of habit brings no peace.
I have started to see that now. Before, I used to explain everything about my life to everyone. Now I think maybe silence is stronger.
It often is. When you say less, you protect your energy and your plans. Not everyone needs to know what is in your heart or mind.
I like that idea. Protect your energy. It sounds simple, but very important. I think I gave too much of myself to the wrong people.
Many good people do that. They are kind, open, and honest, so they believe others are the same. But with time, they learn to be careful.
That is true. I am only 21, and sometimes I still trust too fast. I want to grow, but I do not want to become cold.
You do not need to become cold. You only need to become wise. You can stay kind and still keep some things private.
That makes me feel better. Sometimes I worry that silence means I am weak or afraid. But maybe silence can mean I am calm and sure.
Yes, exactly. Silence is not always fear. Sometimes silence means you know your value, and you do not need to prove it to anyone.
I wish more people understood that. On social media, everyone wants to show everything. Their food, their plans, their love, their sadness, everything.
Yes, and that can be dangerous. When you share too much, you invite too many opinions. Some people cheer for you, but some people quietly hope you fail.
That is sad, but I think it is true. I posted about my goals before, and then people laughed when I changed direction. It made me feel small.
I am sorry that happened, but it also taught you something valuable. Dreams grow better in private, like seeds under the ground before the flower opens.
That is a beautiful way to say it. So maybe it is better to work in silence first, and let the results speak later. I think I understand that now.
Yes, results are powerful. People may ignore your words, but they notice your actions. Quiet effort often creates strong change.
Do you always live like this? You seem calm and very sure of yourself. I feel like you have learned this lesson for a long time.
I was not always like this. When I was younger, I talked too much about my plans and my problems. I wanted people to understand me all the time.
Really? It is hard to imagine that. You seem very mature now. What changed you?
Life changed me. I learned that not everyone listens with a good heart. Some people listen only to judge, compare, or use your words later.
Yes, I have seen that too. Sometimes I tell someone about my fear, and later they bring it up in a bad way. That hurts a lot.
It does hurt. That is why we must choose carefully who gets access to our private thoughts. A peaceful life needs good boundaries.
I want that kind of life. I want less drama and more peace. I want to wake up and think about my own future, not other people's opinions.
That is a strong goal. Peace does not come from controlling others. It comes from knowing where to place your attention every day.
So attention is like energy too, right? If I give my attention to negative people, I feel weak. But if I focus on my work and health, I feel better.
That is exactly right. Your attention feeds something. If you feed stress, it grows. If you feed discipline, patience, and self-respect, those things grow too.
I never thought about it in that way. It sounds simple, but it explains a lot. Maybe I have been feeding the wrong things in my life.
That happens to many people. The good news is that you can change it at any time. Small choices every day can build a new life.
Small choices feel possible to me. Big change feels scary, but small change feels real. I can start with one simple thing today.
That is the best way to begin. You do not need to fix your whole life in one day. You only need to take one honest step at a time.
Maybe my first step is to stop explaining myself so much. I spend a lot of time trying to make everyone understand me. It leaves me tired.
That is a very good first step. Not everyone will understand you, and that is okay. Your life is not a class project for public review.
I like that sentence. It makes me laugh, but it is also true. I think I ask for approval too often.
Many people do, especially when they are still learning who they are. But approval from others is not stable. One day they clap, and the next day they criticize.
Yes, that changes so fast. It feels unsafe to build my confidence on that. I want my confidence to come from inside, not from noise outside.
That is real confidence. It grows when you keep promises to yourself. It grows when you stay focused, even when nobody is watching.
So discipline is part of self-love too? I used to think self-love only meant rest, beauty.
Yes, it can. The quiet moments are often where growth begins. In silence, you can hear your own voice more clearly.
And nice words. But maybe it also means doing hard things.
Absolutely. Real self-love is not lazy. Sometimes it means rest, but sometimes it means saying no, staying quiet, and doing the work that helps your future.
That feels powerful. I want to remember that when I feel lonely or confused. Silence does not always mean emptiness. Maybe it can mean growth.
Yes, it can. The quiet moments are often where growth begins. In silence, you can hear your own voice more clearly.
I think that is what I needed today. My life has been so full of messages, calls, and opinions. Sitting here at the beach feels like I can breathe again.
The beach is good for that. The waves move, but they do not rush. They remind us that life can be strong and calm at the same time.
That is beautiful. I think I came here because my heart was asking for rest. I did not know I also needed this conversation.
Sometimes the right talk comes at the right time. I am glad our paths crossed this morning. You seem thoughtful, and that is a good quality.
Thank you, Alex. You are kind, and your words feel honest. It is rare to meet someone who speaks simply, but says something meaningful.
Thank you, Sophia. I try to speak only when I have something true to say. Too many words can hide the point.
I want to learn that too. Speak less, but speak clearly. Live quietly, but live with purpose.
That is a wise way to live. You do not need to be loud to be important. A calm person with clear goals often goes very far.
I will remember that. From today, I want to focus more on my own path. I want to spend less time reacting and more time building.
That decision can change a lot. When you stop reacting to every voice around you, you save strength. Then you can use that strength for your real life.
I can already feel that truth. I think I have been too available to too many people. I need to give more time to my mind, my body, and my dreams.
Yes, and that is not selfish. Taking care of yourself is necessary. You cannot build a good life if your energy is always leaking away.
That word is perfect. Leaking. That is how it feels when I talk too much, explain too much, and worry too much. I lose myself little by little.
Then now you know what to protect. Protect your peace, your time, and your direction. Not everyone deserves a front row seat in your life.
That line is strong. I think I need to write it down later. It will help me remember to be more private and more careful.
Writing things down is a good habit. When thoughts become clear on paper, they are easier to follow. Quiet reflection can be more useful than 10 outside opinions.
I believe that now. Maybe tonight I will sit alone and write about the woman I want to become. Not for the internet, just for me.
That sounds like a very good plan. Keep that vision close to your heart. Let your daily actions slowly match that picture.
You know, when I first sat here, I felt heavy. Now I feel softer and stronger at the same time. It is a nice feeling.
I am glad to hear that. Sometimes one peaceful morning can reset the mind. It reminds us that we are still in control of our next step.
Yes, and my next step will be quieter. I do not want to announce every move anymore. I want to work, grow, and let life show the change.
That is a good path. Quiet people are often underestimated, and that can be an advantage. While others talk, you can build.
I like that very much. While others talk, I can build. That feels like the lesson of today. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me.
You are welcome, Sophia. Thank you for starting the conversation. Not every meeting at the beach becomes something meaningful, but this one did.
I am happy I said hello. At first I was shy, but now I feel grateful. This morning gave me more than sunshine and sea air.
And I am happy you spoke first. It is funny how small moments can bring important lessons. Life does that sometimes.
Before I go, I want to say one thing clearly. From now on, I will focus on myself, stay calm, and speak less about my plans. I think that will help me grow in peace.
I think it will help you a lot. Stay kind, stay focused, and let silence protect what matters. One day, your results will speak for you.
I will remember that. Thank you, Alex. I hope you have a beautiful morning and a peaceful week ahead.
Thank you, Sophia. I hope the same for you. Keep your heart gentle, your mind clear, and your steps steady.